Howdy, Uncle Steve here. This is part 3 of my Getting Started for New Players video. So what we're going to talk about today is acquiring the best and most useful weapon in the game, which is the Hookshot, or you've also heard it called the Grappler. A lot of people call a Hookshot a Grappler. I prefer to call it a Hookshot because that's what the people that made the game called it. So, the best way to get a hookshot is to already have a hookshot. I know that doesn't sound encouraging, but what we're going to do is we are going to go for the first time and join a public lobby, and we're going to ask very nicely for somebody to give us a hookshot. Now, you can buy a hookshot, which is what we're going to do next, but in order to buy a hookshot, it's way easier if you have a hookshot already. So hopefully at this point you've watched part 1 and part 2 of my Getting Started for New Players tutorial. If you haven't, I would recommend you go back and watch those. It's not completely necessary, but if you are a brand new player, it's a great place to start. So if you just finished with my part 2 tutorial, you've probably just gone on your second or third mining trip. So what I recommend doing is going on another mining trip or two, getting a little bit better feel for the game, and getting your nuts up over 2,000 nuts. It's always useful to have research points and company coins. We haven't discussed what you're going to be doing with those company coins, but I will be making another video very soon about what you can do with company coins. The short answer is you can open spots in your stash, or you can unlock more research points. So, now that we've got over 2,000 nuts, we can afford to buy a hookshot at the secret hookshot area, which is where I'm going to take you. But in order to live through going to the secret hookshot area, it's really good if we have a hookshot or two to start with going in there. So we're going to go to a public lobby and ask nicely if somebody will please give us a hookshot. Before we do that, we're going to put our stuff back in the stash. We don't want to lose our bag and our flashlight because some of the only items we have right now. So, items back in the stash, and we'll go into a lobby with nothing at all. So a big reason that I recommend not joining public lobbies, especially at the beginning of the game, is that unfortunately there are some toxic people in lobbies. So you might hear some profanity or some other people just being nasty in general. So before you go into a public lobby, please do make sure that you have your parents' permission. Or if your parents don't want you to do it, you can ask them to watch the video and do this small part of the game for you. In fact, people tend to be friendlier to adults, at least in my experience, so your parent might have a better idea of getting helped here. So what we're going to do now is we want to join a random no PvP. You don't want to join random, that'll put you in a PvP, and you don't want to be doing that for a variety of reasons I'm not going to get into now, but you wanted to join random no PvP. So we're going to go into a random no PvP and ask nicely for a hookshot from another player. Now I won't be narrating this part because I don't want them to realize that I'm making a video, so we're just going to nicely go in and ask another player for a hookshot.
Do you have hookshots unlocked?
No, but I have plenty in my stash.
Excuse me, I'm new. Could anybody please give me a hookshot or two?
I don't have a hookshot.
I'm new. Does anybody have a hookshot or two they can give me? No problem if not.
I could teach you how to buy them.
I don't have enough nuts to buy them yet. I only have 2,400. I mean, I know where to go, but I will die there if I don't already have a hookshot. Thank you, though.
You
I can have this one?
You can have this. You can have this.
Thank you so much. So, once somebody has nicely agreed to give you a hookshot, you just want to run back over to the computer and type in lots of random letters and numbers to get you back to another random lobby. The more the better, and the more random it is, the better. I've seen people come up here and press F, G, H, and then be surprised when somebody else showed up in their lobby that wasn't invited. You really need to make sure to have a lot of letters and numbers and make sure they're pretty random. You can even use the punctuation marks if you want. Great, so now we are back here in our own private lobby, and we have acquired the mighty hookshot. The hookshot is an awesome item. So the way you use the hookshot, it's pretty easy. You use the trigger to make the thing shoot out, and then it will pull you toward it. And then if you're really heavy, you can actually pull yourself toward it too. So now that you have the hookshot, I would actually recommend just going around, having some fun with it, getting used to playing with the hookshot. I've done that quite a bit in my other games, so I'm not going to get used to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show y'all now how to go buy yourself another hookshot. So to do this, we are going to need our flashlight and a backpack, as well as our hookshot, of course. So we're going to put the backpack on so that we can put extra items in there if we needed. I bought the flashlight. Oh, so we still got... I got a bunch of nuts. It looks like somebody was selling nuts in that lobby, so that might be the case in yours too. However, you should have enough extra nuts to buy a flashlight and a small backpack, which is all we're going to need here. And our big backpack and our other flashlight are still in our stash. Make sure you still have over 2,000 nuts. You see I still have quite a bit more than 2,000. Sometimes you get nuts from being in a random lobby. I'll explain more about that in a later tutorial. So now we're ready to go to the secret hookshot location. This location has changed only once since I've been playing the game, so there's a chance that when you're watching this video, it will still be in the same place, but they do change this location some, so there's a chance it will also be in a different place by the time you watch this video. If you are watching this video after the location of the secret hookshot area has moved, please do check my channel. I will most likely have uploaded another video showing the updated location of the secret hookshot area. So let's now go and buy ourselves our first hookshot. So first we want to jump here into the stash. Once you go into the stash, you're going to be in a low gravity area. Whee! This area is pretty cool. And these little purple things here, these are stash grenades. I won't go over what they are in this video, but this is where you can come get some stash grenades for free. So what we want to do is go toward that green thing over there with all those lines coming in. So we'll use our handy dandy hookshot to help us get over there. And then it'll suck us in once we get to it. Now we are in the original parkour area, is what I believe it was called. So we can turn our flashlight on to help guide us around. And you want to go, you have this big thing right behind you. You want to go this way from that big one right behind you. Jump over here, and you see over here, this is the secret hookshot area. So I call it the secret hookshot area because the hookshot is actually fairly far along on the research tree, but this allows you to buy it before you've got it unlocked. So we have our 5,000 nuts. As long as we're here, actually, we're going to go ahead and buy 2 hookshots. They're so useful, it's good to have an extra one for later. So we'll buy 2. We'll put them in our bag so we can put them in our stash later. And then there's this handy code here. There's a good chance you've already used this, but if you haven't, go ahead and try this code in the program mode of the computer. It'll get you a research point. So now that we've bought the hookshots, the difficult part is getting back. It used to be there was a nice easy exit orb thing there, but that's not there anymore. So now we have to actually find our way back. I believe there's some other videos out there showing you how to do this, but hopefully we can figure it out ourselves. So we want to go back over here where we dropped in. Oh goodness, I'm not sure which way to go. And then I think drop down. Back on this corner. I think we want to get over there to the other side of this little parkour area. So we'll drop down again next to this huge column here. Yeah, you see that pipe over there? I'm pretty sure that's where we want to go. So you should be able to take a big leap off here and then just hit the opposite wall with your hookshot. You shouldn't even have to mess with the parkour. That's what makes these hookshots so nice, is it allows you to avoid having to parkour and potentially die. Although parkour is lots of fun, it's also easy to die. So be careful of these bomb guys in here. They will chase you and blow you up. So when you see a bomb guy start coming after you, run away, run away. Run away, run away, run away. You see, he blew up back there. I was facing the other direction. Oh, but I think he blew up the other bomb guy, which is nice because that gives us a chance to be in peace in here. Alright, so might as well see what these left. So in order to check what these loot boxes have in them, you just pick them up with the trigger button and then crush them with the B button. Rocket, that's not going to help us much. And another rocket. So not super helpful, but that's alright. So now we want to crawl through this here. Oh, this is death jelly. I didn't mention that in my previous video, but if you touch this, it takes away your health. So don't touch the death jelly. Now you gotta crawl through this. Y'all should have an easier time of this than I do. I have difficulty. Oh, that was about the best I've ever crawled before. Alright, so once you get out here, you do not want to go in this first bright tunnel to your left. That is not the way to go out. Instead, you want to go forward along this ledge, go up this diagonal one some, and then go over and see over the edge. That's where you want to be, in that opening right there. So we're going to climb a little further up, then jump and hookshot ourselves over to that wall, then hookshot to the ground here, and then into the pipe. Now in here there should be an exit. Yes, so this is the exit. So to get out of here, we need to hit one of the big green buttons. We'll put our hookshot up in our bag, and then use our hand to hit the big green button. And that should warp us back to an area right above spawn. I'm not sure that there's a accepted name for what this is called. I just call it top sometimes, but yeah, you're basically in the area right above the original spawn safe zone, and you see this is also marked as a safe zone. We haven't got into safe zones yet. That'll be another video, but just noting it for the future. And from here, you can take your hookshot back out. Drop down to the bottom, put your hookshot and your flashlight back in your little bag. So when you go back into your stash, you should see that in your backpack, you now have your flashlight and your hookshot you took with you, plus the 2 extra hookshots that you brought. What I would recommend doing is taking one of these hookshots, transferring it to your hand, then taking the rest of your backpack and transferring it to your stash. So this backpack has 2 hookshots and a flashlight in it. Your other backpack has a flashlight and a crowbar. Now that you have a couple of hookshots and know where and how to get more, you're really free to go explore the rest of the game now. The hookshot, like I said, is the most important and useful item to have in the game. Once you have a hookshot, it's much easier to explore all the other different areas of the map. So this is going to conclude the step-by-step part of the tutorial. Once you're here, everything doesn't need to be quite as directed. You can kind of do the other modules as you see fit, as you find it interesting, but I would definitely recommend doing this part 1, 2, and 3 in order. So now basically you have a hookshot, you have a crowbar, so you're able to get around wherever you need to, you're able to mine, and you're able to defend yourself from monsters. Please make sure to check out the rest of my tutorial series for a lot of other helpful topics, especially for a newer player. And also check out my channel for other tips, tricks, and just cool animal company things caught on video with no clickbait. Have a great day. Bye.